Hello everyone, good morning and or even good afternoon or even good evening wherever you are right now. Welcome to the first primary math class online with Mr. Ganjar. And here today we are going to learn interesting facts. One of interesting topics in grade 6, the topic is about a circle. Alright, now in today's lesson, we are going to learn simple 3 things. Number 1, we are going to learn how do you define a circle. Do you know what is circle? That is the first questions that we are going to answer together. And the second one, number 2, we are going to differentiate diameter from the radius. And the last one, we are going to find the area of a circle. Probably some of you have confusions about circle topics. So in today's lesson, Mr. Ganjar will help you to understand better about circle. Alright, so let's start with the first topic of discussion. Now, have you ever wondered what is circle? Do you think a circle looks like this? Or do you think a circle, probably Mr. Ganjar, it looks like this. Is this a circle? No, this is not a circle. How about this one? Let's see. Is this the circle? This one? Do you think this one is a circle? No, this is not a circle. How about this one? Aha! Do you think this is a circle? Yes, that one is a circle. So, what is a circle in your opinion? Yeah, so as you can see, the circle looks like this. What kind of things that you can see from the picture? Sorry, I cannot hear you clearly. Wow, that's correct. So, circle is actually a round shape that actually has no corners or edges. Rectangles, triangles, or even square, they have edges and they have corners. That's different from circle. The circle has no edges and even has no corners. And that is what makes a circle a unique shape. So, can you identify any circle that you can find at home? Can you give me one example that you can find at home that looks like the circle? Sorry? Yeah, the wheel. That's correct. The wheel on your cars looks like a circle. Is there any other things? Yes, the hat. Yeah, your hat is actually looks like a circle. Is there any other things? Yeah, there are a lot. You can mention a lot of shapes in your house that looks like the circle. Good job, guys. Okay, so after you understand about circle, we are going to learn about what do we call as the parts of the circle. So to understand about that, let's take a look first to the parts of the circle, each one of them. Because understanding the parts of a circle is actually very, very important to be able to decide the area or even the circumference of a circle. So, let's take a look. Now, the circle is actually has what we call the most important part in it. So we call it the center of the circle, because when you are drawing a circle, probably using the compass, you are going to put the needle of the compass to draw the circle in the center of the circle. That's the center of the circle, and you are going to need that as the basis of you to decide the radius or the diameter. Huh? What is radius? What is diameter, Mr. Ganjar? Let's talk about it later. But you have to understand first that a circle has a center. That's the center of the circle. Alright, so now let's talk about the diameter. Diameter is actually the line that is joining the 2 points on the circle from the corner of the circle to the other part of the circle, but passes through the center of a circle. Can you see that one? So the line that is showing on your screen right now is actually giving you a big picture what is diameter about. The key word is it passes through the center of a circle. Let's check your understanding, okay? Now, I want to ask you, is this a diameter? Yes or no? I will give you time to think. Is this a diameter? Yes or no? If you say yes, probably you haven't got the idea of diameter yet. If you answer no, you are correct. Good job. This is not a diameter, guys. Why? Can you explain that? Ooh, good job. This is not a diameter since the line that is connecting from one side of the circle to the other side of the circle is not passes the center of the circle, right? So the diameter has to connect the 2 lines, 2 dots from one circle to another circle through the center. This picture shows you that this is not a diameter. So this is not a diameter. How about this? Can you check your understanding again? Is this a diameter? Yes or no? What is it? If you say yes, you are correct. Good job, guys. If you say no, I think you have to restudy again. What does it mean by a diameter? So, once again, diameter means a line that is connecting one side of the circle to another side of the circle, passes through the center of the circle. That is very important, isn't it? Alright, so this is, yes, this is a diameter. Good job. How about this? Is this a diameter? What do you think? Is it a yes or no? What is it? Yes? No? Oh, yeah, this is not a diameter, guys. Yeah, why? Why do you think this is not a diameter? Yeah, you're right. This is not a diameter because the line is only starting from the center of the circle to the other parts of the circle. It's not connecting one side of the circle to another side of the circle. So, this is not a diameter. But do you know, this is actually a very important part of a circle. We call this line as a radius. So, this line is actually a radius. Radius is actually a distance from the center of the circle to the arc or to the edge of the other sides of the circle. And the size of the radius, if you move it probably to the right, to the left, to the right, to the bottom, wherever you move it around the circle, it will have a same distance, a same measurement. And the fact about radius that is very important for you to know is that radius is actually half of the diameter. So, if the diameter is 20 centimeter, you can know what is the radius. Radius is half of the diameter. 20 divided by 2, which is 10 centimeter. Can you tell me what is the radius of a circle with the diameter of 10 centimeter? What is it? Yeah, that's correct. 5 centimeter. Why? Because radius is half of the diameter. If the diameter is 10, means the radius has to be half of it. 10 divided by 2, which is 5 centimeter. Alright, good job. So you already know about diameter and you know already about the radius. Those two lines are important in circle. Why it is important, Mr. Ganjar? Why cannot we forget it? Oh, no, that's not, that cannot be happening. You cannot forget those two things because that is going to be used for the next lesson. So you cannot forget the radius and diameter line. So what we are going to learn? Why do we need that? Because we are going to learn the area of a circle. How do we find the area of a circle? They have no edges, they have no corner, so it's not like rectangle or a square that we can find the area easily by multiply the side by side, but circle is very unique. So we are going to use this formula to find the area of the circle by using pi multiplied by the radius multiplied by the radius. Now, what you need to do is right now, what is pi? Pi is a very unique thing. How do we know what is pi? Pi is actually a math constant that you are going to need it later to find the area of a circle. So, can you repeat again one more time? How do you find the area of a circle? Yes, pi times the radius times by the radius. That's correct. Good job. Okay, so what is the pi, Mr. Ganjar? Pi is actually a ratio between the circumference of the circle with the diameter. So that is a very mathematics, but right now what you need to know and what you need to understand is that pi is 22 out of 7. The value of the pi or the math constant that we are going to use is 22 over 7. Or you can also use another value of pi, which is 3.14. How can you find 3.14, Mr. Ganjar? Yeah, that is actually simply from the divisions of 22 with 7. Okay, if you divide 22 by 7, you are going to find a certain numbers that is never ending. I even do not remember about that. But if you rounding the numbers, it's gonna be 3.14. Alright? So, but the next questions that we have to find out is that when do we need to use 22 over 7 and when do we need to use 3.14? So, we are using pi value with the 22 over 7 only if the radius value is the multiples of 7. Can you tell me what are the multiples of 7? Yeah, 7, 14, 21, and so on. You can continue it, right? That's the multiples of 7. If you know that the radius is the multiples of 7, right away use the pi 22 over 7. But if you see that the value of the pi or the value of the radius is not the multiples of 7, you can right away with pi 3.14. Okay? Okay, I hope you understand well. And so let's practice how to use this formula in the real life, alright? So let's do this. So I will give you the very first questions. Let's try. Remember, to find the area of a circle, we have to use pi times radius times the radius. Can you see the radius in the circle here? What is the radius? Yeah, that's correct. That is 14 centimeter. And let's apply that in the formula. But what is the pi that we have to use? Is it 3.14 or 22 over 7? Yeah, that's correct. We have to use 22 over 7 as the pi value. Why? Because 14 is actually the multiples of 7. Good job, guys. Alright, so let's do this. So by using pi times radius times the radius, so we are going to find the formula like this. 22 over 7 times by 14 times by 14. Now, you can do eliminations in this equation. Alright, so I will eliminate 7 with the 14 over there. So when I eliminate that, 7 become 1 and 14 will become 2. Alright, that's the things. So after you make a calculations, the answer is going to be 2,156 square centimeter. Alright, that is simple and easy, correct? So that's how do you find the area of a circle? By multiply the math constant, which is the pi, times by the radius, times by the radius. And simply by using that. Mr. Ganjar is going to challenge you right now. Are you ready with a scrap paper? Okay, so I will give you another question that you need to do it yourself. Alright, so at any time, please pause this video so you can find the solutions by yourself without saying Mr. Ganjar, okay? Okay, so let's take a look to the solutions here. Oops. Okay, alright, so let's do it yourself, alright? So I have a circle here, but I'm not giving you the radius, I'm giving you the diameter. How are you going to use this? You only have this formula, pi times the radius times the radius. Alright, this is the clue. Find the radius first and then take the pi as 3.14. I will give you time. Please pause your video at any time. Okay, if you are done, let's check your answer. Okay, so what is actually the answer for this one? Okay, so let's find the answer. We are going to use pi times the radius times the radius. Mr. Ganjar, why the radius is not 10 centimeter? Be careful. I told you that radius is half of the diameter. So, if the diameter of this circle is 10 centimeter, the radius is half of it, which is 10 divided by 2. And that's why the radius becoming 5 centimeter. And if you have the right calculations on your scrap paper, you are going to find 78.5 centimeters square as the answer. Good job! Alright. So guys, that is actually everything that we have learned today. So let's wrap up what we have learned today, alright? So first thing first, you already defined what is a circle. Do you still remember what is a circle? Yes, a circle is a round shape that has no corner and there is no edges. That's not like the other shape in geometry. And you can find many shapes of circle at your house, yeah? Hat, bicycle, wheels, and any other things that you can find. And after that, we also learn some parts of a circle. We learn center of the circle, the diameter of the circle, and also the radius of the circle. Remember, radius is half of the diameter of a circle. And as a diameter is a line that is connecting one side of a circle with another side of a circle through the center of the circle. Don't make a mistake. And the last one, we already find the area of a circle. And we have been introduced with this symbol. Okay? This is actually the symbol of pi. And don't forget, to find the area of a circle, you need a formula that you have to memorize. The formula is pi times radius times radius. Okay, that's the end of our session today. So I'm happy to be able to meet with all of you, and let's learn about the other topics in the next meeting. See you guys. Bye-bye.